Because you are all being charged at this time with Title 18 fraud, operating under color of law, without authority, no jurisdiction, subject matter, territorial, of any kind.
Springfield, I'm in here.
This is merely an act of assault, kidnapping, and tyranny with deadly weapons.
What no idea who's here.
Nothing.
Just got no record.
I guess this is what's going to take place. You're going to stay in jail until you give information. You want to take a month, it's up to you. But you will stay in jail until you give the information that we need.
Keep
Okay?
trying to intimidate
Okay.
and threaten me.
That's not a threat, ma'am. It's just going to
Yes,
be
it
a
is.
fact.
No,
Okay?
it's a threat. Everything you've done is a threat.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. If you
And
need anything, let me know.
congratulations.
Thanks, appreciate it. Okay.
You to expect to be served.
Okay. And
No, we're
keep
not
all the
going.
information, so.
Kyle, come this way.
No, you stayed out
Do we
there.
have a description or anything on Joseph?
Thank you, sir.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming what I'm looking for.
No, your coercion and your lies and intimidation don't apply.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's not gonna work on me.
Well, the school don't know you. Everyone never saw
I
you.
didn't say the school did know me.
You said
I
you went in there to
woman-
get some milk. That's what you told us.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, we were taking
It's
it
all
out of the
recorded.
woman's car.
Oh, okay. Then why didn't you say that?
We did.
Okay.
We did.
Okay.
We were parked right
So you
behind her
took the milk
car.
out of the woman's car. What
The
woman?
woman named Karen, who
Karen.
works at the school.
Yeah, and we checked the school and they don't know who you are. We checked with all the employees.
Thank you for
No, you didn't.
Okay.
You're a
Okay.
straight up freaking liar.
Yeah, okay. It's all recorded. Everything that you want.
Good. I hope it's recorded because we are going to show you, and Karen will testify
On Frank
that
7100.
we were there to pick up the milk like we do every Thursday because she's working at the school
Okay, the PD don't
and
have.
she leaves the
they've done
milk in her
fingerprinting,
car
and
for
they
us
did
to
not
pick
get
up.
information on her either.
Okay,
Karen leaves the milk in her car.
I know she's had history with law enforcement there, what her boyfriend said. So maybe we can call the friend and see if
She stated that she was picking up milk from a vehicle and her name is Karen and she's an employee at that school. I
Karen
don't know
leaves the milk in her
I don't know
car
if you
for
wanna
us
check that
every
out.
Thursday and we go there
yeah,
every Thursday and pick it up out
so
of
you're
her
at the
car.
school and investigating that portion.
Okay, I'll just take her in and can't do anything without her name, so I gotta notify the jail on that.
Oh, didn't your
Still
fingerprints
here,
show
services
you
and instructions.
who I am? Who you think I am?
I didn't get you.
Frank, you come.
What's that?
I didn't get you.
Go ahead.
Your fingerprints? It didn't come out of the machine.
Hi, sir, just for your 43, the male price is going to be about 5'7",
So I'm just letting
160
you know
pounds.
it's not a threat.
One over blue.
But you're gonna stay in jail as long as-
Everything you've done is a threat. That's coercion.
Okay, then it doesn't matter. If you wanna stay in there for a month, it doesn't matter.
You don't scare me.
Well,
I don't
You
wanna
don't tell me
scare you.
what I want.
I don't wanna
You
scare you.
don't tell me what I
I don't wanna
want.
scare you.
Oh, if you wanna stay in there, you either comply with
It
us
doesn't matter to
or
me.
we'll
Jeff.
keep you in a cage. That is a threat.
That is
It's
your
under
decision.
No, it's your decision.
My decision?
Yes,
Wow.
it is your
Then why is it
criminal.
my decision when you don't wanna give information? That's all you gotta give. That's all.
I don't gotta give anything to you.
You don't. You have the rights.
What makes you think that a peaceful
There's a
person
lion
doing no
force
harm, that you have
over here,
witnessed
lion
and
force.
committing no crime, not injuring anyone,
I
a
got
peaceful
you.
being, what makes you think I have any obligation to identify myself to you?
Well, when law enforcement approaches you and asks you for
You're
something,
not law enforcement.
Okay.
You are legislative tyrants.
okay.
You don't know the first thing about law.
Frank 70, Charlie 63,
What
your
law
town.
says I'm obliged to identify myself to you? When you have not witnessed me committing
This is
a
about
crime
you.
or any harm.
This is about you. It's gonna be coming on the radio. If you want to listen.
1 Frank 70, Charlie 63, your town.
63, if you give me a minute, I'll call you right back.
Okay, thanks.
I'll tell you what, I'll hold you harmless. You let me go right now, and we'll just walk away.
It's not gonna work that
And
way.
you have learned a lesson.
That's not
No, it
gonna
won't
that
work that way if you continue to assault me. It won't work in your favor,
Okay, man.
I guarantee you. Do you know what the punishment is for Title 18 impersonating an officer under color of law?
Mm-mm.
No, you don't. You don't know anything about the law, do you? Yet you purport to uphold it. No. You really need to go back to school, my friend. They didn't teach you about law. They taught you how to assault people and kidnap them, and threaten, intimidate, coerce, and fraud them.
Just a request from our administration, if you do ever find out any information,
We'll
just
send it to
call us.
Definitely.
Perfect, thank you. And they're just typing up and we'll have discharge.
Okay.
And we'll get you out of here.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
All government is by consent of the governed. I am not the governed at all. I don't consent to your authority. You only can operate by my consent. That's the only way.
Okay.
Anything other than that is fraud.
Okay.
It's impersonating
Okay.
under color of law. Why don't you look that up while you're sitting there doing nothing? Why don't you look it up? Title 18 impersonating color of law voids your authority. You are not operating under an oath. You are not operating peacefully as a peace officer. You are only assaulting people who are doing no harm. Peaceful people. This is a police state that you are upholding. This is what's wrong with the world. This is why people are oppressed. This is why people are homeless, because you have stolen everything from them and assaulted them. Shameful. And you're completely oblivious to
One
it.
crank two, pick up.
Completely oblivious to who
Go ahead.
you are, brother.
Yeah, sir, the
Search your
grandmother
heart.
of that child, Penny, is en route to the park. Okay. 1331.
It's gonna be hard for you to pay all that I'm gonna charge you with. Do you know the charges and the punishments for operating under color of law? Do you? Do you know what type of sentence and what type of fines that carries? It's not too late to change your ways, brother. Find a real job, something with honor, something that doesn't injure people and assault them, something that's not immoral and dishonorable to and respectful to people. You respect other people's walk in this life. You don't go assaulting them, threatening them, intimidating them, coercing them to follow your fictional fairy tale constructs. Government is only applies to people's consent. I do not consent. In other words, everything you've done has been a threat. It is under duress, threat, coercion, intimidation, force, violence, and fraud. It's not too late to change your ways. Do something moral. Teach the other criminals how to get out of that system. Help them, brother. Help them to know themselves, who who they are in this free world. As free beings who do not injure each other, do not disrespect each other, do not assault each other, assuming that they have some authority, which they don't have, because it's impersonating. You're operating under a stage production act. And you simply believe it, just like people believe Star Wars.
Frank 2, I believe Grandma's here.
1334.
I'm gonna let the whole world know. I was assaulted for picking up milk from a school teacher in front of the school where she works. You'll be an internet star, my brother. You'll be famous. I know you guys all have this little script that you go by, and you can't veer from it. You can't think for yourselves. You can't even reason. All you can do is go by your script and repeat it. You can't think outside of that, can you? You can't even think as a human being with ethics, integrity, honor, respect for anyone. You're just doing your job for a paycheck of money, which is another fiction. And that's what you live for, brother. You'll assault people for a paycheck. I'm seeking your bond for the amount of the injury you've caused on me. If I'm unable to play piano and guitar again, I will hold you personally.
What, Frank 2?
What kind of music do you play?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I've been playing
Grandma has
and writing songs for 50 years.
That sounds
I
good.
have y'all pass that information on to Katie.
I play all kinds of music. I
Do
play
you?
everything from
They didn't need
classical
anything else,
to
did they?
polka.
Polka's pretty cool.
Everything. I
Yeah,
play
but what?
every kind of music.
Got your music out there?
All over.
Really? I love to listen to it.
Yeah, you
I
can.
believe that you probably are an awesome singer and player. I love to listen to music, good music.
Yeah, I write thousands of songs.
Do you really?
I produce them in my own home
Sorry.
recording studio.
Wow. My niece sings a lot. She produces her
I
own.
have recordings of myself since I was 5 years old.
Sheesh.
Okay, no
Your
problem.
experience.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm going to be a lot less able to play
Well,
when
then you
my
could just
wrists
come
are
after me.
assaulted.
You can come after me.
I will, brother.
I love to listen to
I
your
will,
music after all
Because
this
you
is
could do the
done.
right thing right now.
I don't understand that,
You
man.
could just quit your job right now and say, you know what, I'm working for the wrong people. I need to be working for in an honorable place. If you really honor the law,
Do you play reggae?
I play it all.
You? I love listening to Bob Marley.
I've written some reggae songs.
Really? Bob Marley's probably the best. Ziggy Marley's pretty good too. No, they got the new reggae that, I don't know, it just don't sound like reggae. After
Have
Bob
you ever
Marley
heard
died
Stick
is,
Figure?
huh?
Have you ever heard Stick Figure?
Mm-hmm. Pretty good. You play that kind of music?
Mhm.
My favorite song is I Shot the Sheriff. And three little birds sitting at the doorstep.
Oh, that's really funny.
No, really.
Okay, what's your first name?
What's your name?
I asked you first.
You give me your name, I give you my name.
I told you I don't have a name. You can call me Earthica.
I think you could call me Filiberto.
Roberto?
Filiberto Hernandez. Chico Valdez.
I sound awful proud of that.
I am very proud of my
Yeah,
name.
I wouldn't call yourself officer anymore. I'd call yourself what you identify with as a man.
Looks like you're a very awesome lady and you know what you're talking about.
I do.
And I really appreciate that because you do have a lot of knowledge. I also believe that you got some awesome music out there I'm really dying to listen to. I love music. I could sit in my back deck and just drink coffee and early in the morning and put good music on and I'm done for the day and it starts my whole day.
Well, you can go on my YouTube channel and you can also go on Scribe D, which is a document.
YouTube gives you everybody that play good music. YouTube pays everybody because YouTube has, how many likes do you got?
Well, I had over 1 million views,
Wow.
but YouTube started censoring my channel.
1 million?
When I caught the police busting in my house and I exposed it.
You got bad experience with us. I'm sorry, I really
Well, let's
am.
put it this way, I have no good experiences
I
with you,
understand
other
that.
than this moment right now,
I'm sorry
where
about
you're
all that.
acknowledging that we are
Was
two
the county
human
unit able
beings,
to-
Oh, we are.
and that we're not.
We're not nobody higher than you. I
I
bleed. I shit to say my business.
Oh, brother, no,
Yeah,
you're
like
higher than me, you
No,
are
I'm not.
strapped down with several deadly weapons.
Yeah, but I chose this career to save
Which I
people's
have no,
lives.
if I were to walk away from you, I could have been killed.
You know what's a trip?
I could have been killed.
I understand
Look
that.
at you,
told
But
brother.
I wanted to become a
where she
chef.
was going, so she
I
might
said I
be
want to
able
become law
follow me.
enforcement to
Try
help
to
and save lives.
wander out.
Guess what I did in 17 years? I saved several lives. I pulled out a guy out of a burning semi and saved his life.
Frank 261.
I know
call-
how many lives I've saved, and I didn't have to be an officer to do it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
But it gives,
I went ahead and checked that.
you are right. You're so
Parking lot,
right.
he is not there.
You know,
I didn't have to work
but I
for
wanted to
criminals.
become a police officer all my life because when I was a 12-year-old punk,
This guy might show up.
I got in
gas
trouble
station to
with
get
the
his
law.
ID.
And this sheriff guy, I ran from him on my motorcycle. I remember I was flipping him off. I thought I had it all fast and quick. And one day he chased me and I hit the dang dirt pavement, spilled my bike. He looked over me, shakes his head. He puts his handcuffs on me. He says, guess where you're going? Jail. He says, no, I'm taking your dad. And my dad was mean and strict because he wanted us to live a productive life. And we did. We always worked all our lives, made money. And I remember my dad says, the cop says, your son done this. My dad said, I'll take care of it from here. So my dad whipped my ass. I mean, whipped it with the cord. And I've never done it again. And that cop, on my line, he came back 2 weeks later. I wanted to talk to him. I told him, get out of here. I want nothing to do with you. So he left. A month later, he came back and just grabbed some pizza out of uniform. Come on, man. And I said, all right, I could take that. And I was a rowdy guy, a little gang member, just a rowdy guy. And we had pizza. He said, let's play some tennis. I bet you're pretty good. I said, nah, I'm not good. He said, let me teach you. So he took me out in tennis. So from there on, he kept on putting himself in my life. I didn't want it because I love my crazy local life. I like to fight, I like to steal, I like to do all that.
Yeah, see, I
But-
didn't.
See, but I did.
I wasn't
did.
raised with
And
that.
my dad was a great dad. He retired from the Air Force, a beautiful mom that raised us. But when you raise your children outside your mom ways and thoughts and vision, your kids are going to do it because your kids want to have fun. That's who I was.
Right.
And I got in the wrong
I hear
crowd.
this story all the time, especially from cops, military, people who go into those types of situations because they got caught doing something bad.
Oh, I didn't get caught
And
something bad.
They go into religion too.
You're right.
Because of
You're
that.
right. You're
They
so
go into
right.
those professions
Yeah, you're so
because,
right.
because they think that that's a way to atone for perhaps their own criminal behavior.
You
of
are
children.
so
But those
100%
are
right.
criminal.
You are so
Those
100%
are
right.
criminal jobs.
Because people do turn to God. And what you just said, you're very knowledgeable. God, you're so knowledgeable. You blow me away how you have knowledge. You really are.
Well, I
And
want
you
you
know
to
what the thing
remember
is?
this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You go by Robert
Filiberto. Say Filiberto.
Filiberto.
Yes, ma'am.